We absolutely love our football in the Hunter Central Coast region, and this is Black Diamond Cup. Top tier men's footy at its absolute finest in the northern parts of New South Wales, and we are very, very excited to bring this game from the Maitland Saints. The Maitland Saints are 2 wins, 11 losses, so desperate for another W. Warners Bay 5 and 7. 2 and 5 is the head-to-head result so far this year, and they've almost doubled them in points scored, the Warners Bay Bulldogs. Ladder position 5 and 9th. Last meeting 7 and 149. It was an absolute rubbing, but
that was the bit that's got me worried for today, Chop.
Well, there's no doubt it hasn't been the finest of seasons for the Maitland Saints. They always seem up against it for some reason or another. But you get the feeling that something's about to change here at Max McMahon. It's a wonderful facility. They've got some exciting young players. I think the average age is about 22. They've got 2 of the most dynamic midfielders in the competition.
Yeah.
And they've got an exciting spearhead for the future. It's a burgeoning region, and things are going to change here for Maitland Saints. Will it change today? I don't think so. The Warners Bay Bulldogs are on a mission. They want 4th spot at least.
Well, if you have a look on the ladder we see in front of us now, they're currently in 5th, a couple of games behind Nelson Bay. The way the season goes out, I think this one's really important for Warners Bay to build momentum into the finals. Yeah, they've gone the other way. Last year they finished top of the table and they lost the momentum. I think this year they're going from behind and building momentum in. So good chance for them.
Yeah, well, they can't afford to lose it. But the most important thing is that they play their style of footy and they play it well, so they can have confidence in that when they get to the sides that they want to beat to be able to play into a grand final. So I've picked the Bulldogs by 42 points, 26 for Ash and 40 for Shane. He must have been looking over my shoulder when I wrote my notes. I'm only kidding, only kidding. I know we do these independently, but it actually makes me feel a little safer when we that close, Shane. But a 40-point, I picked the 42 points, Shane. I imagine you'd be similar because that's what they need to win by. Confidence and belief is massive at this time of year. And I still feel for a few of these emerging sides like the Bulldogs and the Marlins, they still don't have that belief yet to be able to overcome the perpetual grand finalists, Terrigal Avoca and Newcastle City. They can go with them for 3 quarters and they get blown away in the last quarter, and that's just a belief thing to be able to keep running with them. So this is really important in the grand scheme of it. They need to build belief. They need to have a big win. But at the same time, the Maitland Saints want another W before the year's up. They want to be able to go into the off-season with plenty to be excited about for 2027. So they've got close to their strongest side on the park, I believe. Ashborg, how do you see this one going?
Oh, look, Warners Bay should win, but home ground advantage and heart count for anything, then Maitland will be with it in it all the way. We've seen Warners Bay get beaten away from home by sides lower than on the ladder. Wyong Lakes was a great example, so you just never know, mate. Take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Ash. It's a wonderful season, 2026. Still plenty of sides in it, and the Maitland Saints will be looking to affect the finals playing teams before their season is over. Beautiful facilities here at Max McMahon. They're a team for the future. There's no doubt about that. What have they got today? As Matheson goes up, gets the knock to the advantage of his side. Cornford takes the mark, plays on quickly. Errant hand pass. It's chopped off on this occasion by Kendall. His hand pass, not good. They're going to have to work hard to get the ball out. It's Deverell this time. His kick is pinpoint. Finds his teammate Carla. He launches one into the forward 50 for the Bulldogs. Mark should have been taken on that occasion by Wellborn. He's been a good addition to the side for the Saints. Drop that one. They're under pressure now, the Maitland Saints, but they're good enough. However, that kick was not measured well enough, and they've got an option inside, and they've made them pay there. They've made them pay. Corey Deverell. I guess you could say veteran. He's been around for a long, long time. Famous name at the Warners Bay Bulldogs, and he's having a blistering season. Corey Deverell. I'm a big fan of his first name. All of those guys seem to be just great blokes and good footballers. I'm going to back him in from here. He'll kick it from just inside the 50 and probably enjoying one of his best seasons in what's been an illustrious career. Good launch. It could go the distance. They've had to launch up to be able to defend that, the Saints, and they've got a hand to it as it rolls over for a minor score. But the first one for the day, Ash.
Yeah, first score to Maitland, cleared away Caden Ritchie. Fortuitous to Newstead, I'm pretty sure that is.
Yes, white boots.
He's just a gun of a footballer. He played 2 games last weekend against City. Switch across the ground to Pankhurst. He's an excitement machine when he gets going. Great fist. That was by Cerniauskas of the Jake variety. Joel Ambierg Pedersen sees that one over the line.
Tell you what's just caught my eye, boys. I didn't realise Max Collins was back, but Max Collins back
Max
for
Collins
the
is
Doggies.
Back. Max Collins is back, and Zach Munns is back for the Dogs in the number 30.
So 2 strong sides out there today then.
Absolutely. As
Look
Stewart is brilliant out of the clearance, and the kick was just about perfect to Hoffman. He had to get down near the ankles. Cornford gets free, 15 metres down the field, gives Hoffman a chance to get back. So let's see what Cornford could do. Smother, too good. Campbell Connolly, out of bounds it goes. Been a good start to this game. Adrian Hoffman on the sideline there saying, why wasn't it a 50-metre penalty? But
yeah, I was asking the same.
I thought he was saying lasso. I don't know.
Have to agree. Yeah, have to agree with the umpire on that one. He stood still. Matheson doing the bulk of the ruck work today. Check side kick there, Nowicki, not bad. Fly they went down the field. That's a good effort there by Betts to run away from the danger and kick it back to Connolly. Connolly, a very highly touted young player who stepped up this year for the Dogs. Short ball was effective there to Deverell, who shoots it to Gibbons in numerical order and goes widest. Lovely bit of chain there in the hands of Gardiner. Gets it off the ground, and here's an opportunity now for the Dogs. Got it to field. Betts rows it. He started this in the back line. Oh, he got first touch in the back line down there, and if he'd have finished that, that would have been absolutely brilliant.
Work rate, so important, and the Bulldogs have been building it for the last few seasons. Their window for a premiership is still well and truly open. Must progress through the final series and what's an expanded finals lineup. 6 teams in the finals this year. A absolute masterstroke by the league coming up with that. Perfect timing to have 6 teams in the finals. And they will have to work through 5 other very good sides, the Bulldogs, but it's still open. And this man here, Seb Thomas, and Deverell will be so important in that campaign indeed. Great mark. That was excellent work. Good presentation. Jackson Kendall can kick a goal. He's put it in a hot spot. Heavily met there, the Bulldogs. They're under pressure. They've got to move the ball quickly. Munns with his multicolour boots. Wheels around. Almost gets one through. So that is what we can expect, that excitement there. It's just a blur. It's like a hypercolour T-shirt gone mad, his feet, isn't it, when he runs? It's just a pink and blue blur. The ball's gone out of bounds now, so it looks like a lasso. Indeed it is. So the kick to be taken by Connolly. His kick is errant. Zach Stewart just mops it up and drills one into Hoffman. He's a long way from home. He could probably kick it if he really got onto it. Kicks one low. He's got someone presenting. Mark should have been taken. Second effort. Luckily, the tackle was effective. He brought the player down for the Bulldogs. Outstanding work. The ball's still alive for the Saints. They've just got to run down the ball carrier. Pressure needs to be applied. The Bulldogs are away now on the wing. Pankhurst puts a good tackle in. He was able to dispossess the ball from the Bulldogs player who was off. And I'm just getting a read on that player. That was Zachary Lawler, and probably did just enough to cause mischief and create a 50-50. They got the kick now. Cornford wastes no time. Takes off. Kicking, looking for his key forwards. The ball got to get front position, and Seb Thomas will mop this up every day of the week, won't he, Ash?
Yeah, it definitely will as he goes to Gardner. Drives around the side there to Daniel. Daniel Nice little spin away from Nowicki. And the ease of which the Dogs move it forward is just brilliant. They move it inside 50. Hawes backing back. Right at the back here, opportunity. Carla, ball bounced away. Defence did enough. That was sublime movement of the footy down on the far side there from the Dogs. That'll be the key to victory, I reckon, for Warners Bay this afternoon.
They've had a couple of passages now where they've really moved that ball very easily through from back to front, haven't they? Almost like a training drill.
Yeah, pretty much. The speed of which they do it too. And I just watched Trinity Raw run, walk past and wear a netball dress and go and play netball now. That's amazing. Best on ground here and then going off and dominate netball too. As Hawes gets the handball out, Amberg-Peterson, work to do. Well born, dispossessed, ball still in play. And now it's not. They made sure it was out of bounds, then handballed it straight out of bounds.
Ash, you shouldn't assume that about Trinity. She might be just new at netball.
Yeah, I reckon it's her first game. I'm sure she'll play well at it.
Mate, I tell you what, she's too aggressive to play netball.
Yeah.
There'll be carnage out there.
So tap down. Need to try and get it out. Ball still bobbling around. Hawes on the outside, waited patiently for it. Great tackle from him. That was really hard. Oh, here's a chance. Amberg-Peterson misses to the left. And just while we're at it, fellas, Warners Bay player played 100 games for the women today too, and Ava Traynor.
Right.
Didn't really get the goss on that, but she
was shouldered off at the end.
Yeah, 99. She didn't go to a lot of fanfare.
Speaking of shout-outs for Warners Bay, Big Dig has a little dig.
And Big Dig's got little dig, so congratulations. He's not here today, looking after the partner and his firstborn son. So
he's got a bobcat. Little bobcat earth mover. They're off and racing the Maitland Saints now. They've got work to do. They've worked themselves into trouble. Stewart's been wrenched. Oh. That's a free kick. You don't see it often, but they just worked themselves into trouble then, didn't they? They just wanted to do too much, too deep in defence. A couple of stationary kicks, hitting the target, get themselves out of the danger zone. Now, could result in the first goal of the game. Bulldogs lining up for the first goal today. And it looks good straight off the boot. No mistake made. Cooper Daniel, no stranger to the goals, opens up the account for the Bulldogs. And Stewart and co will be absolutely remorseful over that. It's a shame, horrible way to give up your first goal, but just trying to do too much too deep, I think.
Yeah, it's been their way of play for about 2 or 3 years, Maitland, hasn't it? They just go short, want to try and do a little bit too much with it, and then they get caught and concede a few goals. If you're a Women's Cup fan, Kalani Valor in front by 12 points in the last quarter against Newcastle City. Still about 18 minutes to go there.
I'm glad I tipped them.
We'll see if we can get some Men's Cup scores updated when we're able to as well. Nelson Bay early in front against Cardiff. 3-0. Holding the ball, free kick here, and it's going to Warners Bay. Just started a little bit stronger, haven't they, the Dogs? A little bit more aggressive.
I think they've got a breeze as well. It's relatively stiff coming from right to left, so that's probably favouring the Doggies in this first quarter.
So free kick here to the Warners Bay side. Just need to steady and find a teammate that went straight over his head. I think this is Wellborn. Tries to get it out. It's turned over. Looking to try and get it there, Riley. Maitland sees the opportunity again and turn it over, and then they give it right back. It's just really scrappy. Kendall goes round the corner. Munns, I think that is. Pretty sure with the 2 coloured boots. And he texted me on Wednesday night, fellas, and said, I'm back this week, Ash, keep it quiet, but I've got a goal celebration for you if I get one.
Okay, right. So what you're telling me is keep the camera on him.
So hopefully there's something here if he can score it.
Well, the pyrotechnic truck just arrived.
Spent a few weeks out with a horrible ankle injury against Terrigal Avoca. He did that in the first term. Spent a bit of time recovering. Let's see if he can finish from about 45. Looks okay. And the celebration will have to be held off for a little bit longer for Munzilla. And scores 1 goal, 4 to no score at the moment. A few wasted opportunities, Corey and Shane, but they're comfortably dominating the contest at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it's probably going along according to the narrative so far for the Bulldogs, but the thing that they have to convince most of all is themselves. A couple of shaky results through the course of the year that they probably would have been able to bank early on would have them making sure that they've got to fine-tune their gameplay and their structure and strategy. So today's all about that. They should get the win comfortably enough. How they go about it will be absolutely telling in the weeks to come. So those 20s and 30s and 40-metre passes and kicks, they've got to be bang on, especially when they come up against some of the season finals playing sides in the competition in the next few weeks. As the scramble sees the ball go up in the air, Maitland Saints emerge with it. Couple of quick hand passes through traffic. This is exciting when they do this. Quick kick. Looking for Hoffman. He's a long way from home. He's brought Seb Thomas all the way up the ground. Corford chases him around like a dogged terrier on a mastiff. He's kept chasing him down again. Looping hand pass. Sees the Bulldogs get away with it. Deverill wheels around. Right boot. High in the air. Sitting underneath it both sides. At ground level now. They're scrambling to try and get purchase on it. And the ball will probably go to play on. Kendall puts a high one. Looks like it's on line. It's going to be marked, though. Is that Pankhurst? Looks like he carried it over in the end. So no possession in the end. It's gone out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in. And that's what is exciting when the Maitland Saints pull the trigger and they pull it off. I worry about them doing it so deep in their defensive line because it can get very unstuck, but it is an exciting game style of football, and we do want them to continue to develop it because it's fast-paced and entertaining and energetic and reminds me of what I've never been able to do myself.
Good shot there from Matheson on Kendall. Matheson against Amberg Pedersen. Big leap from Joel. Trying to get it to ground. Goes to the outside now. Shifting the hand pass, Newstead. Pretty sure that was him. Got the return pass. And then sent a ball to Hoffman, which went straight out of bounds on the full. So as quickly as they got it, they give it back. Seb Thomas isn't one you want to give it to because he's got a good boot on him. He's going to send this really deep. Munns is the deepest. That one didn't really quite come off the boot as planned, and Matheson dropped in the hole and took the mark.
Ash,
up with
this player here, I was just going to say, another player back for the Maitland Saints is Charlie Walker. So excited to see him back. I didn't think he was back this year.
Yeah, he played last week,
so
which was good too. He was handy down back.
Yeah, he is a big addition for them.
So Lawler tried to get it out, tackled beautifully. Here's a chance now for the Saints from Guy. Thought it was Guy, but it's Hoffman. So someone with a 4 on it's got the mark, a free kick anyway. Just he's getting this footy too far up the ground, Ryland Hoffman. Oh, sells the candy. Lovely. Sends it deep. Inside 50. Nice effort to mark. They've got to work hard here, the defence. Gibbons handballs for the boundary line and finds the sanctuary of the out-of-bounds area. Maitland threatening again.
Ash, I don't mind that with Ryland Hoffman. I think as a forward, he's got to present further up. It's just he's lacking assistance down there, like someone to hold the gates.
Yeah, he doesn't have a second bloke there.
I love him roaming, though. It shows he's got work rate and effort and fitness to do that, and he's presenting all over the field.
Say, what we heard about half an hour ago, he's definitely going to have a brilliant foil to set next to him next year if the males...
Lance Franklin coming to
if
play.
If the males right. Yeah, that's right. Well, here's a go. Opportunity. This is Gaston, and that's going to dribble through for a point. Well, yeah, I follow my old league closely, and former Collingwood player kicked 12 goals for a team last week that couldn't kick more than 5 goals a game last year. And big difference a big name play makes to a team, that's for sure.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
It's the age where clubs got to think outside the box and do everything they can to try and get the excitement and the results.
Here's Hawes. Hand pass backwards. They send it long now, Warner's Bait. Nice and direct. It's the difference between the teams. Nice punch away there by Palmer for Maitland. Tries to retrieve it off the ground and go again. This is Whittaker, who played in the reserve grade today, the plate, and backs up for the Warners Bay side today in the absence of Malachi Troutman, who was sick. Tries to get it up in the air and misses it. Another effort here. That was the player of Oscar Muir who sent it high in the air, and that's a nice mark taken. So here's a chance here for Daniel. Gets the hand pass out. I'm pretty sure this is Riley Hawes. That is something out of the top drawer from Riley Hawes. He just went bang. What a finish. That's marvellous.
The Mustang does sting.
Wow.
I'd call him a freak, but I don't want him to feel like I'm saying me. But he is absolutely freakish in nature to be able to do that. And they've got a couple of them between him, Munz and Mustang and Munzilla. They've got a couple of forward line monsters there that just pull out the unexpected and the unlikely regularly.
I've got no words for that, Gov. That was just unbelievable.
Balls far out.
Wow.
There'll be a few people saying that. That was one for the highlights reel, and he's got a few of them this year, Riley Hawes, as we get back into the action in the middle. No one getting purchased at the moment. Deverell loops a hand pass beyond his intended target. It's outside of the centre square now. Free kick's been found, and I think it's going the way. It's going the way of the Bulldogs. So Deverell unfairly dealt with, says the umpire. He kicks further afield wide. They've got a string of passes on, but that one just held in the air a little too long. Gave the Saints a chance to be able to catch up. Wheeling and trying to get out of trouble there is Gagan. They got hold of it. They've done well in the end, the Bulldogs. They've got it now with Betts. Hand passes out wide. They're under pressure now. Maitland have got to turn this pressure on the ball carrier into a turnover so they can start creating the tempo themselves. They've wrapped up here, so we have a stoppage. They are thereabouts. Just got to get that ball in their hands a little more and start directing the traffic themselves. So far side, Suniaskis wins that one decisively. Tries to get it, rove his own work, can't get away with it. And the ball eventually finds its way across the boundary line, so we'll have a throw in. Came off hands. So no lack of passion and desire from either of the sides here. 2-4-16, the travelling side. Just a single point for the home team. And the whistle's been blown here. Umpire's found something. It looks like it's a free kick going to the Bulldogs. So Suniaskis, I assume a ruck infringement. He goes inboard. Dangerous kick. It was a little high, but infringed again. So Conabets will get the kick here. But a great player, hard-nosed player for the Bulldogs for a little while. One of those players who deserves some success here for the Bulldogs. On the wing now, Cooper Daniel wheels around. He kicks inboard. He's got a target and he finds him. And this could be the hard-to-pronounce Joel Amberge Pedersen. I might just go with J-A-P. I don't think he'll mind. Hyphens are a commentator's worst nightmare, but nonetheless, he has added some dimension to the forward line for the Warners Bay Bulldogs. Strikes that neatly. No one moves, and I mean no one, not even me. That's a goal. J-A-P puts another one on the board for Warners Bay. So this is what they wanted to show for themselves, that they needed to prove for themselves. Maitland, we want to see them get the ball in their hands and dictate traffic for a little bit.
They're just stopping that. They're actually denying them the football, which really is been a key thing for them, especially out of the back line, the way they've been able to move the ball, the way they've been able to keep it. They're stopping Maitland from getting a run on, and every time Maitland get it, the pressure is immense. So back to the middle, 3-4, 22-1 behind. Hot start from the Dogs. Great leap there from Pankhurst. Newstead tried to get it. Came out of the contest here looking for McCormack. It's gone forward now. Here's a chance for the Saints. Player was felled off the ball. Play on set the up, and he stayed down too, the Maitland player. Can't quite see who it is. This looks like Hoffman. He's gone round the corner, and being in the front spot is always the best thing to do as a forward. Luck's a fortune, and they needed it, the Saints. They're going to have one of their first shots on goal. I'm pretty sure it's through to the benefit of Ed Hayden. So Hayden, peg back the margin here to 15. Oh, that's an awkward looking kick. It might have been touched. Goal umpire said no. So he's got the goal. That was an awkward kick, but it got there. Any means necessary at the moment for Maitland Saints. They were struggling to that point. But it's now back to 15 points. 1-1-7, 2-3-4, 22.
Any teammates with artery cloggages just was beside themselves on that one, wasn't it? Like, that's just, let's be more convincing than that. But what I did like is the offloader, unselfish, saw someone in a better position than him, probably could have kicked it from there, but did the right thing. I like him as a player. He's going to be something real special here in the Max McMahon Oval in the years to come. A real leader. A whistle's been blown, so we've got something. Yeah, the Maitland Saints don't have a 6-6-6, and Ash, that's just a warning,
for the
isn't
first
it?
one.
Yep. So consider yourself warned, Saints. As we go up again, Matheson, we barely got off the ground on that occasion, but the Saints have managed to get it out of the middle anyway. A little fumble at a critical time is a turnover now and an opportunity for the Bulldogs. They're inside their forward 50. Munns rises high. A finger tipper gets it on quickly and does it absolutely superbly. And guess who? Munzilla to Mustang. It's becoming a regular thing here.
That was almost telepathic.
Yeah, it was. Yes, that was great. He probably could have, by rights, gone back and had a shot himself, Zach Munns, but he just knew the Riley Hawes was on the move, stampeding out of the goals. And now, from 30 out, almost in front, and Munns right now is just kicking himself, saying, I should have had the shot. No beef, though, fellas. They've kicked plenty of goals between them, these two, and they are electric lights for the Warners Bay Bulldogs in their continuing resurgence to the top of the ladder. So, Maitland now, the question being asked of them. They've got the answers. They've just got to dig deep here. Quick play on, re-entry, runs the distance. And unfortunately, to no avail, because the kick fell short and the Bulldogs have just plucked it out of the sky. And this will make a certain camera operator happy.
Oh, I know. I'm president of the club. First mark inside 50 for Maxi Collins.
Yes, absolutely. Shane, call this one in, please.
No, it's up to you. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it.
Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Could be your ringtone. Max Collins, 45 out, tight angle. Geez, we'd like to see him snake this one in. He is an absolute eccentricity, and it looks so good. It's jeepers, I tell you what, I was going to call that early. He's an enigma, isn't he?
He is. He's looked like a player who's had a few weeks off, because he has, but I think once he gets going inside the forward 50, he's a great target for them. If they can get the ball in aerially, he's a good overhead mark.
And Max, just so you know, enigma is a good thing, just in case.
Turnover to Hawes. Oh, so disappointing. That's twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Turnover ball from a kick-in. It's the difference between sides near the top of the ladder and sides on the bottom, isn't it? The exit kick, the defensive 50 play. And
they've been better by foot, though, in the other games we've seen this year, Ash.
Yeah. They were cleaner. They were quite clean last week. They just couldn't get their hands on it against City. Hawes for 2. That's a better strike. It's to the right, though.
Ooh.
He's got his radars a little bit off, but 60 seconds to go. They'll be quite okay with where things are at Warners Bay.
Well, I don't know. If you've Mark Dignam watching at home, I hope the baby's not in his arms, because he might have put the baby down quite forcefully after those two behinds.
Yeah, missed a couple of opportunities.
I'm sure he's more responsible than that, boys. Okay.
Fist from the back, Cerniauskas. Newstead tried to get it, worked through there. Matheson, they get it forward to the middle of Max McMahon. Nice mark taken, Pankhurst. Move it quickly. And they do through Walter. He sends it to the advantage of Hayden. That is not a bad kick, but the defence read it well. Warners Bay trying to get it out of the clearance. That was nicely done there by McDonald, who got it out. Turns it over there to Cornford. They've got about 20 seconds to score here. The Saints in the last term. Hoffman in a good spot. Can he get the mitts up? Oh, yes! That is a top grab. Rylan Hoffman will have a kick on the siren to reduce the margin down to 12 points at quarter time. And for all Warners Bay's dominance, a 12-point lead isn't that much, really.
Not when it's 10 scoring shots to potentially 3.
10 scoring shots to 3. And my timer's going off, knowing that it's 25 minutes and I can't see a monitor. Hoffman. This will be a bit of a hammer blow for Warners Bay, but they'll still have the lead at quarter time. Hoffman to score. And that'll give Maitland some real ticker and some real hope at the quarter time huddle. Scores at 2 goals, 113 to 3-7, 25 at the break, Corey. If you're the coach if you're Mark Dignam, 3-7 in the first term when you had all the running. Can't be good.
Well, I'll point to Nelson Bay last week, and Warners Bay and Nelson Bay are in that same spot. They're the emerging sides trying to conquer the Titans. They must get that better, absolutely, especially when the Maitland States haven't even arrived at the game yet. I think they've got a lot to give in the quarters to come. But I'll tell you this, Rylan Hoffman is on today. He's going to kick a bag, and if he can inspire his teammates to get up and about where he is, they'll put a contest on for the Warners Bay Bulldogs.
If you're a Women's Cup fan, Killarney Vale with 30 seconds to go are 13 points in front of Newcastle City. So they're going to be the ladder leaders after round 15. Be back after a short break with all the action of second term. Welcome back to Max McMahon Oval, the Black Diamond Cup men's competition round 15. The Warners Bay Bulldogs are strong favourites today, but they haven't got it all their own way. They did really well in the first term possession, and they dominated the clearances and the football, and they didn't make it count on the scoreboard. 10 scoring shots to 3, and they only lead by 12 points, Shane.
Yeah, bad kicking is bad footy. We saw it cost the Marlins a game against Terrigal-Avoca last week. Listen, I'm not suggesting that Maitland are the sort of side like Terrigal-Avoca that can punish you as badly as them, but it would be a worry. I'm sure in that huddle at quarter time they were very very mindful of that, and they had some gettable opportunities. You know, Riley Hawes' 2-set shots were certainly very, very easy. And there was another couple that, they should have converted. But listen, they've got the run of play. They're looking the better team all around the ground. They're just got to make it count on the scoreboard. Yeah, so Newcastle City, it's official. Killarney Vale have defeated Newcastle City in the Women's Cup. So that gives them a 4-point lead in the standings. They go to 12-1 from memory. That puts them 1 game clear. In the Black Diamond Men's Cup at the moment, Nelson Bay 16, Cardiff 8. And there are no other scores from games. It's Killarney Vale, Newcastle City's about to start. Wyong Lakes Terrigal started about 10 minutes ago, but traditionally at the Don, it's a little bit difficult to get the internet, I think. So it's hard for them to get the scores going. Right. So we probably won't get an updated score from there. But come back here to the second term. Warners Bay lead it by 12. We'll see how Maitland respond with a little bit of an A to the breeze, right to left as that first clearance comes out. That was a great one there from Deverill. Started well. Ambier Pedersen back to Deverill, sending it long. In the front spot there is Wellborn, dropped it. Munn's in the vicinity with Collins. They send it back to the 50. Cornford at the back, flew high. I think he's going to pay a free kick, the ump, for a hold. Yeah, which way is he going?
Goes to Warners Bay. Yeah, don't mind that call because one was held from the side. So don't mind that one as Carla takes it. Disciplined kick, but just didn't make it work. Pretty sure this is Newstead. It is. Newstead's usually quite clean with the ball, and he shoots it across to Latter. Cornford. Oh, Hawes made a really good chase there, and if nothing else,
gutsy,
put enough pressure on Cornford, and Cornford stood tall and held it. That's going to be too wide, I think. As Corey Hopper rejoins us, it went past Inglis and free kick to Cerniauskas.
Yeah, sorry, Yash. I didn't realise that was the handover. I thought you were just letting everyone know I'm here. Well, that's okay because not much happened anyway. But there's a free kick. There's a free kick going the way of Andrew McCormick. He goes inboard to the centre. Finds his intended target. They're inside the forward 50 now. The big offloader presents beautifully. They've got hands on it at ground level. Up to the defence of the Bulldogs to work something out here. Clever tap in the direction of the outrunner. They need a mark here. The whistle blew. I'm not too sure what for, but the Maitland Saints have gathered it back in the centre now through Walker. He wheels around looking for Newstead. He'll do something critical with it. He's got the offloader presenting again. Geez, I wouldn't want to stand in front of him when he's at full speed. And then now the Bulldogs work it out expertly with distinction. A series of hand passes on that far wing, and they've already got it in the hands of Munzilla. He wheels around a worm burner, but it's been chopped off, and Maitland trying to pull the trigger again. There's two Saints here, one of them Cornford. He doesn't know where the ball is. He's got a teammate there to help him out. They're kicking it now through McCormick. His kick is good. He finds his intended target. Xavier Stewart's got it. He waited for the whistle. It came a little late. He took a couple of steps to take off, but the umpire called it well in the end. Xavier Stewart, the X, not the Z one. He goes long. Hoffman's got two on him. One of them, Seb Thomas. That wasn't Seb Thomas. He's the one at the back who received it. Geez, that's going to be hard work for the offloader, isn't it? Two big bodies to deal with, but it should mean there's a Saint free somewhere. They need to be closer to the contest than that. Daniel gets it to Munzilla. He's all on his own. He'll show you a burst of speed. Launches one into the 50. No one home. I think he was going for goal trying to beat Wellborn, but he didn't because he's Wellborn, and there's a point scored in the end. So not a bad little piece of play by the Maitland Saints there. They're showing some kill, some kick, not kill, some kick. Over to you, Ash.
I think this is Pankhurst that sent it long. Xavier Stewart on the chase. That one's going to be a lasso free kick. Last touch, no interference off hand or foot. Last touch, Maitland. Warners Bay will get the steadier. So just played inboard to Thomas. McDonald, right on the 50. Inside the newly fangled D50, as you hear some of the Fox footy guys say. Still don't like it. Gardner centre-half back region. He's got Deverill short if he wants him at the go wide. A little bit errant with the kick. It's almost in between plays, but...
It's actually perfect.
It was in the end. It looked like
it looked a bit shanky, didn't it? But then it came
that.
good. So, to the half-back line, half-forward line, it goes for Warners Bay. Wellborn's tackle on Collins was effective. Came back out, and Carla's going to take an uncontested mark in front of... Life from the back, not quite there. Pankhurst did the hard work, and then he made the easy bit look difficult when he tried to almost turn it over to Betts. And McDonald keeps it on the ground, and Warners Bay get out of trouble. Actually, Maitland got out of trouble. They turned it over a bit too easily there.
He's become so reliable, McDonald, hasn't he?
He's a very good player. Oh, that's got to be a dump free kick, and tell you what, he's got to be thinking yellow card too, because it was straight to ground. That was a dangerous tackle there from Cerniauskas. And Ladder will get the free. Looks okay, thankfully. So Ladder played quite well last week against City in a well-beaten team. Delivery was good to Guy. Hoffman just trying to open up the forward line. He's telling his teammates to just get away. Hoffman one out. This is going to be a battle. Great effort at the back. Oh, well, rove Xavier Stewart got the hand pass out, looking for Nowicki, but it was just too low for him. And he's gone to ground. I think he's dragged it back in. No, the umpire says, I'll have it, Corey. That was unfortunate there for the Saints.
Well, sticky Nowicki there. He just couldn't get it out, could he? But he was making a genuine effort. Free kick's been found now, and it's going the way of the Saints. So they're going to get a shot on goal here. That's Matheson. The building extraordinaire here.
Chance to get...
Three-way.
Yesterday of Hoffmans and Matheson, who kicked the most goals today.
Well, I probably won't be you, Hugh, but you've done a great job with the facilities here. So he's 25 out. He's put it through. He's level pegged with the offloader, and he'll be happy about that. Still plenty of work to do yet, Huey, but he's fast becoming the king and lord of the territory, isn't he? Hugh Matheson.
He's the mayor of Maitland.
The mayor of Maitland. Mayor Matheson of Maitland. Triple M.
That was a good finish.
It
and
was.
He's a well-credentialed player. When you look back at where he's played his footy in the Wimmera country of Victoria, he's no slouch. Never has been in this region
either. He's heart and soul too, mate, isn't he?
Yep.
Like he really does do everything he can.
Lives and breathes this game and wants it to expand and grow in the region too, which is not just, it's not a club first mentality, it's a league.
Yeah.
He speaks league first. He's a
very
outstanding
proactive
advocate.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Dogs get out of the centre. Oh, someone was downed late. Hawes needs it to sit. Tried to tap it to his own advantage. Gets a second one. If he kicks this, he's got it to bend. Oh, nearly.
How did he do that? How did he do that?
He almost makes the ball talk, doesn't he?
David Copperfield
That would have been goal of the year, not goal of the day. That would have been goal of the year.
That would have been shut the gate.
And it would have been his 4th or 5th best goal for the year too. He is a freak. You're a freak. I'm saying that openly. Yep. Riley Hawes, I say it with all due respect. You're a freak. They've turned up. It's a 3-1-3-9 ball game, so they are well and truly in it. Don't count them out, especially with this man afoot. Long way from home, isn't he? No, it's not. That's Newstead. I didn't see the one in front of the 4. Long kick down the line. They're at the wing now, and not a bad result in the end. So we'll have a throw-in right on the wing. But would you agree with that, gentlemen? I feel like Maitland might have been a little tardy in the first quarter, but they feel like they're here now and they're ready to contest it. So the question now is on the Bulldogs to respond and maintain this dominance, especially after all the points they kicked in the first quarter. I felt like I said a lot of words before the ball got thrown in there, but finally we're back in play on the wing. Congestion. Maitland Saints look like they're going to emerge from that congestion with it, and they do indeed. They've got the ball now. Kick towards their goal end. Good contest, one-on-one there, and it's McDonald again, I think, who's managed to get the ball out for the Bulldogs, but they're caught further afield, and the umpires found a free kick, incorrect disposal, I believe. So the Maitland Saints are certainly turning up the heat. The Saints are marching, and not little through the efforts of this young man here, the younger, lesser-known Stewart, but certainly rising just as high. Xavier kicks it inside the 50, a series of quick hand passes. They do that well, the Bulldogs, and they end up with a kick. JAP gets his kick. He's got Cerny Askus, the dinosaur. He's out on his own, and he'll need every step too. But he just got rent. I feel for him. He's very good up in the air. He's a great, solid physical presence, Cerny Askus, but fast he is not.
No, it was great closing by Caden Ritchie there just to get a hand on the ball for Maitland. Really, there was a over-the-top handball that was on, where Ritchie just got his mitten there and took it over the line. Well done.
Yeah, just didn't give it up. So Ritchie got that ball out. We see the boundary throw in. Just didn't quite make the rucks. Pankhurst is in the ruck. He's been bumped in the head. That should be a free kick to Maitland.
He never stops. Wally, does he?
Top player. And there's a little bit on afterwards. Newstead just saying to Fergus Lamond,
leave my boy alone.
Yeah, leave my fella alone. Gardner's going to camp underneath it and take the easiest of marks. He's a class act, Tom Gardner. Kick was good enough. Daniel just dropped it under a little bit of pressure. A little kick forward by Inglis Ryan to Matheson. Handball over the head. Need to be a bit creative here, Maitland. Chapman left it behind. Betts got the hand pass out. McDonald now first on the ball. Needs to size up the options. Tried the over-the-top hand pass. It was errant. Newstead got it round the corner. Here's an opportunity for Hoffman over the back. Working with it is Gaston. Tried to tap it to Hoffman's advantage. He got shoved in the back. I reckon he's going to get a kick here. Over the shoulder, Ryland Hoffman. It's what happens when you play in front.
It does.
It's a really good position he took up, and he tried to read it around the back chop. And it got to him, and he was just fouled and unlucky from the defender there. I think it was Thomas that fouled him, but look, it was unlucky, but it was high and it was there. So Hoffman... The polls say Hugh Matheson. The result at the moment is a tie, 3-way. Ryland Hoffman to kick this goal and bring the margin back a little further for Maitland. I think it'll be 2 points from memory. He's missed it. Ooh. Oh, goodness.
He likes it. I liked it.
He liked it, yeah. He's still standing there saying that's not a... That's a goal, sir.
I'll tell you what, Ant Everson's one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's sorry, Ant.
He's as good as it gets, Ant.
Yeah, he
Anthony,
he actually is.
I would back him any day of the week.
What are you talking about, Ryland? Come on. Ash, you mentioned about that, Ryland. He is going to be some kind of forward, I think. He's going to be the likes we haven't seen because he's doing his whole apprenticeship with 2 big-bodied defenders on him the whole time. And he works his body beautifully. He gets himself in the front position where he can, brings the ball at least to ground. And if his small forwards are doing what they should be doing, they could be having a field day off him. But I like the way he goes about it. But right now he's nowhere near it because it's JAP who's got the ball. And he kicks, not quite truly. Newstead in a foot race. No, they don't get hold of it though. In dispute. Trying to get some clean disposal out. Very hard in the thicker traffic. The ball get held up here in the pack. We'll have a ball up in the right spot for the Maitland Saints. So they've certainly turned up now and they're making a real fist of it. They would be desperate for a W today at home. But not if Connor Betts has anything to do with it. He's broken one tackle. Couldn't quite break the second one. Gets his hand pass away in time. Now they're away, the Bulldogs, but they've got to get those 20s and 30-metre kicks under pressure more on because they're getting turnovers. They're creating turnovers for themselves. Luckily, they're getting it back again, but this is Gardner now. He looks inboard. Good kick. Maintaining possession. Just hold the ball. Get the percentage in your hands. Cerny Askus finds his target. Now Gardner breaks the line, threads the needle. He breaks that line and kicks it beyond it. But Munns fell back to the back position in that and gave the ball up in the end. That's to Walker. I like the way he goes about it. Physical presence, good sized footballer. Kicks across the board. They've got it back now, the Bulldogs. They need to create something, conjure it. They've got it in the right hand. David Copperfield, the Mustang. He kicks one up high, looking for Collins. The bounce eludes him. And Wellborn gets hold of it. Geez, he looks clunky sometimes, but he's often effective with it. He's got Cornford, who owns this wing. I'm pretty sure he might get a sign after him. He's had plenty of possessions here. High ball round the body. Hoffman, front position again. McDonald's having a ripping day today. Cerniascus, hand passes. They're off and racing now. Kendall, hand passes further afield. They're under pressure. Cornford got it back off him again. It's going back and forth like table tennis. Seb Thomas gets it off ground. Got to get rid of it. Hoffman lets him know about it. Just says, I'm right with you. And now they're away, the Bulldogs, trying to set something up. They're inside their 50 now. Need a mark. Maitland, get the front position. Do well. Walker, trying to get hold of this loose ball. He's bundled off it. Drags it in. We'll have a ball up. So a frenetic piece of play there. Back and forth, back and forth. No one getting any real traction, Ash.
Yeah, it was really, really hot piece of play. Oh, that was a high fly from Pankhurst on Collins then. Taken out of it was Inglis and should get a kick. Inglis in the right spot there.
I've got footage of Pankhurst taking the biggest hanger off Talon's back, and 2 players back actually at the Rep Carnival.
Tell you what, he's looking as though he's going to take a hanger in the ruck. Hoffman got it to ground and Carroll just couldn't retrieve it. Throwing it is off hands, not a hand pass or a kick. So we've got, from my way of viewing it, is 10 minutes to go. I'm not sure. Is that about right, boys? I can't see the screen.
Yeah, 20, 10 minutes 15 to go. Down, 10 to go.
Good game. 7 points the difference. Deverill got another clearance. Went without it. Nice work here, McCormack. Got it partially smothered. Ends up in the hands there of Carla, who sent it forward. Trying to tap it to his own advantage, Collins. And it's going to be an off-the-ball free kick here to Maitland. It's not a bad professional foul there by Joel Amberg-Pedersen. Just slows the progress down of the Saints as Hoffman will take this at halfback.
If he could just kick it and then quickly mark it.
If he could kick it 120 metres, that'd be terrific. Short chipping ball, not far enough. And that's going to be too slow and it's going to get cut off. Nice work there from Kendall. Kendall sends it long to Hawes. Hawes is going to make them pay. You cannot make a mistake against the top 4 or 5. And Warners Bay have made Maitland pay for not making the possessions count. That's another goal to Riley. 2 goals for him. And the margin goes out to 13.
I dare I say it, the perpetual grand finalists of the competition over the last 10, 15 years, Terrigal Avoca and Newcastle City, have proven the importance of hitting the 20 to 40 metre passes, especially when you're going on your 45-degree angles or you're changing direction. You must just practice that kick over and over again at warm-up every time before you kick any goals or anything, because losing possession like that is just so costly against the stronger sides. And that's why Terrigal and Newcastle City win premierships after premierships, because they got that passing down right. But they'll get there, but that was a great display of why it's so important as Deverill digs one out of the middle. So they're back in their forward 50 now, the Bulldogs. Winning the chase there is JAP. He hand passes inboard. The ball ends up in the kick. Well, the kick was off target, but they still got it. Riley Hawes has it, and something magical is going to happen when it's in his hands. But a whistle's been blown, and Gardner, he's been incorrectly handled. So he will line up for another goal from an infringement. Bit of frustration there perhaps. 35 out, directly in front. Shouldn't trouble him too much, distance nor accuracy. He is a class finisher. Covers some ground like anybody in the league. Gardner, the captain of the Bulldogs, he really tried to launch onto that one. I don't think he made the contact he wanted. And his mark's been taken as Collins.
It is.
I think that's come off another set of hands first.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he was even certain whether he marked it, because he looked like he was going to go play on. He almost took enough steps to have got that call.
I think Amberg-Pedersen got it before him, but umpire's call.
Well, nonetheless, he's going to line up and go through the motions. And Max Collins, that's 2 for him. He's on board today. Welcome return for the Bulldogs. And the lack of celebration and fanfare is indicative of what? No one quite knew who got that, really.
They're probably not overly happy. We've got someone here in a collar collar and
oh yeah,
and a bandage there. Who's that? That's Oscar Muir. He's done, that's for sure. And Shane and Corey, I think Mitchell Hall of Nelson Bay must have been listening to the podcast, mate. He was cranky with the tip that I made. He's kicked 4 goals in the first quarter.
What tip did you make?
I picked Cardiff to beat Nelson Bay.
Did you really?
Just wanted to put
Nelson Bay are the fairy tale of
wanted to put something out there, and it's just backfired calamitously.
You know, you'll be lucky if your car starts.
I don't think I'll end up ever travelling past Corlette ever again, past Williamtown ever again. As
another one, Hawes. Around.
Good chance. Munsey, goal. Right place, right time. 2 in a row. Warner's Bay starting to hit the straps.
There's the celebration
there it is. He's back.
I didn't see it. What was it?
Well, have a look on the replay here.
Do it again, Munsey.
He's back.
Yes.
Watch the replay.
Is that his first goal for today?
First goal since his injury.
All right, watching the replay. Let's call it like it's happening. Hawes wheels around, doesn't quite get the distance. But guess who's there? Munzilla, opportunistically on the left boot. And he's got something special up his sleeve for us. Oh, what?
It's a little V.
It's a V for victory.
I don't know, yeah.
Victory over injury.
Oh my God, if I didn't know better, that looked like maybe an Illuminati.
I don't know.
We'll have to ask him.
Is he a Freemason?
You'll have to ask him after the game, yeah. He'll tell you.
Just join the Freemasons or something. I want in.
Back to the middle it goes. Warner's Bay starting to kick away. Oh, good hit there. Cerniauskas on Newstead. That was big on a small, and the small was very brave. Back and across to Inglis. Short chipping ball to Chapman. Chapman takes the mark. I reckon he's almost played on. The umpire gave him the benefit. He goes back and tries to set something up here for the Saints. Kick wasn't the best. The Warners Bay Bulldogs just reading it beautifully. Turn it over to Xavier Stewart. Newstead in another collision. Ball came out. Gardner sweeping handball out wide. Didn't quite hit McDonald. He almost got hit high. Play on, said the umpire. Chapman tried to break through. Holding the footy, chop. Warners Bay starting to lift.
Yeah, it was. Chapman just tried to do too much there. He looked like a rogue steer trying to get through the rodeo gates, didn't he? And everyone had him. The clowns had him. Anyway, kicking further afield. Warners Bay really starting to just level out now, aren't they? They're on the flex. Few goals in a row. High kick into the forward 50. Front spot there, Wellborn. He does well. He needs runners at ground level. They need to be front and square, the Saints. Otherwise, the Bulldogs are just going to mop them up. They've done well here, though. They've drawn a free kick. Walker needs to kick it. Gets a hand pass away. Teammates need to tell him he was hot. He had his direct opponent was right on his heels, almost like they read his mind. They knew what he was going to do. So we have a stoppage a few metres further afield. Corey Deverell is textbook front and square in those marking contests. Anytime he's anywhere around it, he just does it with absolute distinction. Front and square right there. There he is. Hand passes. Outboard. Gets a good hand pass there to Pavlu. Quick kick is hurried. Doesn't really go anywhere effective. Not by the Warners Bay standards anyway. Maitland have got it now. Wheeling around. Kick is errant, and a great mark in the end by JAP. He's added real dimension to this side, hasn't he? Yes.
Very
for a man with a hyphenated surname, he's added a lot of dimension and a tongue-twisting effort for the commentary team. JAP. He's kicked one today, hasn't he? I think he's 45 out. He'll kick it from right on 50. Unusual kicking action, but it's straight and it's long. And it looks good. It's worth 2 fingers. That's 2 goals for JAP. And I guess it's not quite half time yet. So he's on bag rating form as far as anyone is concerned. But the Warners Bay Bulldogs are really flexing some biceps now.
Well, they're getting their return for effort because they're actually putting it through the middle this time. Whereas that first quarter, they were very wayward with their scoring. This time, they've straightened up a little bit, and now that scoreboard pressure's coming.
Well, it was 3 goals, 7. Now it's 6-9. So what's that? 3-2 this quarter.
Well,
so there's your big difference there.
A foreboding warning to anyone trying to catch Terrigal and Newcastle City. Do not kick more points than you kick goals in the first quarter. Yep. It will haunt you for the rest of the game.
Warners Bay again. Just overrunning it there was Riley, giving a little bit of a rest to his other midfield. That was a pivotal hand pass there from McDonald to Carla, who kicked it out of bounds on the full. And into a few of the young people sitting in the crowd there just enjoying the sun. Nelson Bay 48, Cardiff 9. at halftime.
Brady McDonald's is a genuine cheeseburger, right? You know exactly what you're going to get. It's always satisfying. It's consistent. Nothing flashy. Just a 1%er that hits the mark.
Just does the right thing all the time, does he? Just basic halfback. Just does the right thing. Warner's, the Dogs try to move it now. Here's the 53 in Lamond, sending it long. It's 2-on-1. Munns waiting for it to hit the ground, but well marked by Wellborn. Killarney Vale in front of City by 12 in the first 10 minutes. In the early stages of that game, thanks to Corey Shackleton. Richie takes the mark in the back line. And Chapman will collect that one a little bit low. This is a little bit better now from Maitland. They try the slow down play. It's this short game that tends to get them ruffled, but that one's a little bit more clean. Matheson went underneath the ball and Whittaker judged it better. He played a game in the plate today too with Whittaker and did quite well. Uncharacteristic drop mark, but so much time. And Betts will take it in the half back line. So getting to the last half minute of this first half. Just want to do this without too many issues here, Warners Bay, and they'll have a comfortable 31-point lead at the halftime break. Riley Hawes has 2 goals. Only multiple goal scorer for Warners Bay.
Maxi Collins?
Max, I think I've got him. Pedersen's got 2. Well, I've got 6 goals, and I've got Cooper Daniel for 1.
Yeah, Cooper Daniel.
Collins only has the 1. His other one was a point.
Yeah,
so.
Munns for 1, Collins for 1, Collins for 1, and Amberg Pedersen for 1. So that's 6, isn't it?
Yes.
By 6, yeah, they're the 6 that I've got. And
Lucky
check
I'm not
those.
Scoring.
That's all right. We get to the half-time break.
85 goals.
Get to half-time and 3-2-20 Maitland. Warners Bay 6-9-51. It's going to be an interesting half-time talk for Adrian Hoffman and the boys. Let's hope their heads stay as high as they can, Corey and Shane, and they can make a really good fist of this second half. I think Mark Dignam will be a little bit happier with his Warners Bay Chargers in that second term, a little bit more accurate on the scoreboard and probably the lead they deserve.
When they're up and about, Maitland, they're level pegged with Warners Bay. They just can't sustain it long enough in a quarter to make any real impact on that scoreboard. But we'll see them give everything they've got. Their season's nearly done, so they'll give it everything the next half.
Brilliant. We're going to take a break and be back in a few minutes' time for the second half action. Joining us now is Grady Slocum from the Newcastle City Blues. Grady's played 169 games, starting his journey with Ararat in the Wimmera League before moving down to Geelong, playing around the Barwon area. Grady, well, journeyman. We've sort of started in Ararat, then headed down to the Barwon sort of Ocean Grove way, and then almost a little bit of a stop off on Dalesford on the way up to Newcastle. Tell us how you got into the AFL journey back in Ararat.
Yeah, mate. Been around a little bit now, but so started my footy journey back home in the Grampians. Same way anyone back in Victoria does their Auskick, and then so played a lot of local junior footy at Ararat. Started my senior career there, I suppose, and then moved down Geelong ways for uni. So played a handful of years there with the Geelong West Giants. And then transferred over for a couple of years at Ocean Grove. And then, the Dalesford stops are funny. It's just, that was my last little hoorah before I moved up Newcastle ways. I just got a little game in there with a few mates. So that was a bit of fun just before I took off. And then, landed up in Newcastle to start this season off and, got underway with the Mighty Blues. So, yeah.
Nah, brilliant, mate. What brings you up to the Newcastle region, mate?
Nothing in particular, mate. Partially work, so came up for work. Just a bit of a lifestyle change too. So my partner and I came up sort of towards the back end of last year. Just timing wise, it worked out well. With my new role up here and just something different while we can. Yeah.
Now you mentioned the Mighty Blues. They are a mighty club. They're a very deep club as well. How did you go finding your way into the Cup side? Because I imagine it's pretty intimidating rocking up there on day one and sort of looking around a sea of faces. How did you find that journey there with the Blues?
Yeah, they made me feel super welcome since the start, mate. Yeah, I just through sort of mutual connections that I had down in Geelong to the sort of Newcastle region, just got put onto sort of a few sort of mutual connections, mates of mates, and just got invited down. Knew obviously playing footy my whole life, so I wanted to play footy up here, and I heard that the league up here was had been around a long time and was pretty strong. So, just sort of found my way there, just being invited down, I suppose, and then just felt super comfortable from the jump, and they sort of welcomed me with open arms. So it's been pretty easy, to be honest. Yeah.
No, very good, Grady. How have you found the stand of the AFL Hunter Central Coast this season, mate? Because the two aforementioned leagues you've played in with a bit of prominence are pretty high level in the country, Victoria, aren't they?
Yeah. Honestly, quite good. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I know, obviously, like New South Wales, not always known for its AFL. So, I wasn't totally sure what to expect. But, I've learnt a lot more about the league over the last few weeks, about how long it's been around, and like a strong junior program. So, I was kind of relieved and surprised at the level, and it's been like a pleasing surprise. Yeah,
it's always I come from the southern states myself, and you sort of come up here and you hear about the Black Diamond Cup and how it's the oldest trophy in Australian sport, and you say, where's this come from? AFL's been hidden around up here, and it's quite interesting. One of the culture shocks I find is you're used to going back to the clubs at the ground, and the netball girls are next door, and they come over and whatever else, and it's a completely different social thing. How are you adapting to the social life of Hunter Central Coast football versus what you've had down around the other leagues?
I think it is a little bit different in that sense, but I guess at City we're lucky with three senior men's and women's teams that there's still definitely a vibe around the club, I suppose, and still lots of numbers, which is good. So it makes that still feel like it's a pretty big club, I suppose, like what sort of we have back home. Like I said, they've made me feel super comfortable. So socially and all those sorts of things, there's a pretty good vibe around the club. It's been great, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, if you caught up with the history, they were runners up last year, Newcastle City to Terrigal Avoca. I'm sure Mitch, the coach, should be very adamant that you got to go all the way this year. Undefeated so far, doing it quite well, mind you. What's been the biggest challenge for City this year?
I guess I'm still learning about the league and sort of where we sit, and I guess how things went last year. But I think our main focus is just on ourselves and what we can do to bring it each and every week. Like, we've been challenged plenty of times as well. So there's plenty of teams on their day that are going to push us. So as long as we just worry about what it is that we can do to get the result, and hopefully continue to get the result right through to the end is the plan.
Well, we've been we're heading into the 15th round this week, and you guys are sitting undefeated. Just between you and me, has there been any talk about going through the season undefeated? Is that being whispered around the club at this stage?
Nah, look, like I said, we just take it week to week, and we don't take anyone too lightly. It is a strong competition, and we just take it 1 week at a time. Like I said, we've been pushed in plenty of matches, we don't take anyone lightly. So just 1 week at a time, and just try and keep chalking them up. Yeah.
Yeah, love the cliches, mate. Mate, who's your I know your first year at the club and everything. Who do you think's the most 2 or 3 most influential players in your team? There's plenty of them, but who would you rate as 2 or 3 of your most influential in the team right at the moment?
We've got such a strong list, and leaders all over the ground. We've got a lot of experience in Jace Pong and Deary, and our spearheads up forward, Maxi Quinlan, and plenty of guys that steer the ship, like Michael Hendry and all those guys down back. So they're massive, and our leaders through the middle of the ground. We've got a lot of young fellas as well, but our leaders, like our skipper, Jack Lanyon and Jacob Finlay, and all those guys. We've got leaders all across the ground, and guys that work in their lines beautifully. So there's plenty of contributors for sure.
Now, what about yourself, Grady, as far as goals for the rest of the year? Obviously, a team goal would obviously be to walk away with a premiership, but anything you're aiming to do over the next sort of 7 or 8 weeks to set yourself up for the rest of 2026?
I think like anything, mate, just getting this deep into the season is just trying to stay healthy and fresh. It's been a pretty long season, so I guess, trying to just keep the body right. I've had some injuries in the past, so just get on the park every week has been good so far. So just honestly just getting out there and just continue to enjoy it. Yeah.
And we covered you the last time. Well, next week, actually, it's Saturday, you're playing against Killarney Vale Bombers, who are a pretty highly touted team this year under a new coach and having several big recruits come to the club, especially from Sydney clubs. Last time you played them, we covered it, and it was 101-45. Your way, it was quite a big result for yourselves. Probably shocked a lot of the competition, actually, the difference between the teams. What are you expecting, or what have you spoken about Killarney Vale during the week and what you're expecting from them?
A little bit, like I said earlier. We know they're a very strong club. Going down there, I still haven't been down that way as yet, so don't really know what I'm walking into. But obviously we know how strong they are in both ones and twos at the moment. So obviously not going to take anything lightly. We're going to prepare as best we can. Come Saturday and just try and get the result. But like I said, they're going to be a pretty good. It should be a pretty good battle. So our focus, this week will just be to get right and do what we need to do to get the 4 points.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy the visit down there to Adelaide Street. It's a great little ground. They sort of own that whole area. It's one of the only grounds in the league that is sort of leased by the club itself. They've got the club room there overlooking the front, so there might be a little bit of heckling coming off the balcony by late afternoon when you guys are playing. It should be an enjoyable experience for you. Great, it's been lovely talking to you. Before we let you go, any shout-outs or thanks you want to give out before we finish up?
Yeah, well, just thanks to you fellas for having me on, and thanks to like I said, the city crew for taking me on board this year. It's been a lot of fun. So thanks to you fellas.
No, well, you've been a revelation in the comp this year, Grady. You're outstanding in the midfield, fully deserving of the Six Strings Brewery's $50 voucher, which I hope you can enjoy at some point. Good luck for the rest of the year, and especially Saturday against an invigorated Killarney Vale, mate. And good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Grady.
Welcome back to Max McMahon Oval, one of our favourite destinations in the Black Diamond Cup men's division, home of the mighty Maitland Saints, although they are a little diminished at the moment, 3-2-20 to 7-9. The Warners Bay Bulldogs are rampaging their way towards finals. I'm Corey Hopper. I'm with Shane Darwin and Ash Borg. We're your Match of the Day commentary team, and we're enjoying the sunshine as much as the football here today. How are you finding the match, fellas?
Yeah, it's been, look, it's not, I wouldn't say it's one-way traffic, but Warners Bay certainly put their stamp on the match in the second term with a pretty ruthless display whenever Maitland made mistakes.
Yes, and they need to do that. They need to convince themselves that they are ready for a finals campaign that they're going to go deep into, because we know how it ended for them last year. It was heartbreaking. But their window's still open. They'll want to flex a muscle for the second half here. We're underway. Big ruck knock. No one got any real purchase in the air. Shuniaska's got a punch in the end. Was off the ground. But it's the Saints that are away. Newstead gets a quick toe poke before he's tackled to the ground. And the ball's wrapped up. We'll have another ball up. Just metres away from the centre circle. Maitland will want to give a good account of themselves in this second half. They're at home, running out of matches to turn it on for their fan base. But I think they will be looking solidly towards next season when their facilities will be finished. This is going to be quite a club in the years to come, that's for sure. Foot race now, trying to get hold of the ball. Now moving towards goal. We've found the boundary line. It was touched before it went out, so it doesn't matter, we're inside the 50. So no rodeo, no lassoing steers, just the regular ball in from the boundary line. The players muster. Plenty of space there, isn't there? For some rampaging forward to come through, maybe. Ball up, good tap over the back there by the Bulldogs. They've got hold of it. It's just a raffle who's going to get it. They've coughed it up now, though. A free kick going against Maitland. That looked a little rough to me, but I'm a long way away from it. And not what they wanted to open up this quarter, I don't think.
Yeah, the umpire was right in spot there to see the possession. So if it wasn't correct, we had the back to it. He was right on spot.
I don't know why I even said that. I just make myself look stupid. But Fergus Lamond has a chance to certainly not do that. He will kick it from a genuine 32, 34 metres out. Slight angle. Neither distance nor accuracy should trouble him. And I think mental aptitude has a little problem. Just a small problem. I ran into that one early, boys. I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed because I said earlier in the play game he's got one of the best names in the league.
He has, Fergus Lamond. Mate, you're in the wrong place, mate. You need to go to Hollywood.
He's got he's got a great kicking technique, doesn't he? He strikes the ball really well.
Can't say that good, actually.
I don't know.
Well, he missed. He struck it. He strikes it. He kicked it over 60 metres just then on the fly, just the wrong side of the stick. Hoffman just tried to use the strength on Thomas. Seb Thomas just coming up.
It's not often you see Seb Thomas sort of monstered out of a physical contest, but the big fella Hoffloader's doing it with relative ease.
Just bumping and colliding with everyone at the moment. Yep. Hoffman there on his way back to the forward line. Matheson got the tap down, and then the secondary hand pass, looking to try and bounce it through. Carla went to ground. Quarter time at Envisage Property Oval. Killarney Vale 3-3-21, Newcastle City 3 behinds. So that's an interesting game. Hoffman tapped it down. Xavier Stewart tried to spin out of trouble and worked his way into one. It's a good little tussle here.
If Killarney Vale win that one, Ash, it's realistic to say literally anyone in that top 6 can win on a premiership on the day.
Absolutely. So the ball came out here to Newstead. Just drove a kick into Hoffman, who couldn't quite reel it in. Defence working hard. I'm pretty sure that's McDonald that clears it away again. He's having a blind at Brady McDonald. To Munns, who picks it up 70 metres out. How Hawes gets into space he's currently in. Great defending in the end to spoil it. And here goes Lamond. Twisting and turning his way out of trouble was Matt Guy, who did the original spoiling on Hawes.
Oh, wow,
and that's going to be a lasso free kick. Last touched out of bounds. So Carla will take it.
The fact that he was literally an inch inside is kind of wasted, isn't it, in that situation?
It's either an inch in or an inch out, but as long as it's last touch, then It's that last touchdown to bounce. Collins! No. Was taken in the end. Pretty sure it's Wellborn. He's a solid player. Yes. And he reels that one in. Matheson, who's toiled really hard. He's been here since 8 o'clock this morning, setting grounds up and then playing in the plate game. Distributes to Chapman, who tries to run away. That's a downfield free kick. Surely it was pushed about a minute after he kicked it. Play on, said the ump. Gibbons got it out. There's still stings going on behind the play. Pankhurst has absolutely said to Campbell Connolly, mate, you can't shove my teammate to the ground a minute after. And he's given the umpire some too. Gaston's told him, he's nailed him afterwards. You still haven't paid it.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, good stuff there. I like that from the Saints too, mate, showing some heart.
Yep.
Deverill, there's more whistles here than in Australia post his convention. And there's a yellow card coming out too, and I think Hoffman's been sent off. He has. I think he's had a rush of blood. I'm not sure what it's for, but Ryland Hoffman's been sent off, and you won't see him again until the 5-minute mark of 5 minutes to go in the term.
I wonder what happened there. Obviously, it's a remonstration from the missed free kick there.
Yeah, it's got to be a 50 metres if it's after a free kick. So, yeah, umpires are doing their due diligence.
Yeah.
Hoffman is cranky.
Well, Ryland Hoffman would disagree.
Yeah, well, he's doing what he had to do. Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's got his hands in his head, and he's just going, I think I've made a mistake. So, Dogs sending it forward. Oh, nearly there. I think that was Ambio Peterson. Went to ground. Nice work there, Carroll, who's also played his second game today. Connolly's going to be a target, I reckon, for the rest of the match, the 38 of Warners Bay. Great shot there by Newstead on Deverill. Free kick. Deverill's going to have to give it back to him. Newstead trying to lift the Saints.
Now, that's how you respond to a call that you don't agree with, isn't it?
Absolutely how you do it. And Hayden will be underneath it. So he's got to drive it long. That is a nice ball. Good vision to McCormack, who ran into a brilliant corridor there, Corey.
Yes. Yeah, he did. He weighted that beautifully, didn't he? I want to see more from Hayden. He looks like he's only in second gear. I wonder if he's got a couple more gears, because that was beautiful.
He seems like he's got a lot more to give. He was like that last week too. He just sort of, he showed you a little bit.
Just loping, yeah.
So McCormack reduced the margin down to under 5 goals. Nice strike. Good finish. Margin's 26, 4-2, 26 to 7-10, 52. Still a little sign of life for Maitland. Lots of time left in the game.
Yeah, look, if Ryland Hoffman comes back and can jam 2 quarters worth of effort into the one that he's got left to play, and they're not too far away, there could be a chance. But that's a good result for Maitland Saints, given what's happened in the last 5 minutes. They've lost their key forward. There's a bit of disgruntled attitude out there. They need to level themselves out. And you know where it started? The captain, Riley Newstead, just pulling showing them how you respond to being disgruntled. What a absolute benchmark standard of responsibility and discipline. Well done, Riley Newstead. You deserve that. So he's got the clearance now. He follows it up. Running through it, though, are the Warners Bay Bulldogs. They want to put an end to it. Looping hand pass. It evades Gardner. He's like a lawnmower, like a ride-on lawnmower. He just covers that much grass out there. Never stops moving. So the Warners Bay Bulldogs looking to mount something. Clever punch over the back. Unfortunately, no one was there. And Wellborn, he was dealt with afterwards. The umpires will probably want to make amends for the one they missed before, or maybe not. I'm not too sure. But one way or another, that went the right way. And Walter Pankhurst, right on 50, I reckon will really test him. But if I was him, I'd have a crack.
Run around him, Walter.
Yep, have a crack, because he is a bit of an X-factor player. He's got a bit of that enigmatic talent. He's likely to just get one into the thermals and it sends it home. So Walter Pankhurst from 50. Long kick, ugly wobble. I saw that a lot, and I'm sitting on the end of it, taking a mark. Is that Hayden? Did he hear me?
He pushed him out.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
All right, well, what a shame.
It's a reversal.
He's going to get it in. It's a comedy of errors going on here. So Hayden's going to get it in the end. He's going to show us that little bit more, Ash. And he will get his second for sure. That's 2 in a row for the Maitland Saints. I don't want to call it early. I should just wait for it to get done. Hayden, 5 in front from a reversal free kick. Did he put it through? Good. Yes, I just wanted to make sure. Hayden with his second goal. And so a bit of a reversal of fortune for the Maitland Saints. And again, I'm going to credit their captain, Riley Newstead, for it, because he started both of those plays and they've resulted in goals. So I do like a lot of stuff about Riley Newstead. I think he's a great captain and a great leader. So they're only a few goals out of it now, 20 points the difference.
Yeah, still they're right there now. They've just what have they got in terms of the heart? There's plenty of it in this team, plenty of it in this club. Some of these guys out here have played 2 games today. Lowry, Hayden, Carroll, Matheson. What have they got left? They get it to ground. Jared English just paddled it in front of him. Newstead just went past him. Xavier Stewart went to ground. Could be too high. Get a free kick. They've been consistent, the umps. If you've played in front, you've been rewarded in this game. Oh, not sure about this kick, but it's not too bad. It's going to stay in play for Wellborn. Sells a bit of candy there on Collins. Not sure the president will be happy with that one in the fan club. Tapped over the top. Nicely read off the back there. Well done. That was pretty sure it was Gibbons who sent it forward. Back to Max Collins. Make amends. Actually, Ambieg Peterson. Nice hand pass to Gibbons. Gibbons has come from halfback. Gives it across to Riley. Set sail. Oh, that'll break Maitland's heart. That is such a good reply from Warners Bay. They steadied, and Sam Gibbons went all the way from halfback, got the first possession, came back and gave off the last possession for Tom Riley to kick it. That was really good stuff from Samuel Gibbons.
And JAP too, just drawing the play up, standing up in that tackle, and then just offloading that hand pass at the last minute.
Yep.
It was a great transition from one end to the next. Whether it breaks Maitland's heart or not, I'd like to think they've got a stonier one than that. I think they'll roll on. But dare I say this, since Roland Hoffman went off, the Maitland Saints all of a sudden kick like a flurry of goals.
Yeah, they have.
Maybe they get a little one-dimensional when Ryland's on, because the 2 games that I've seen broadcast so far, Ryland was injured. So don't get me wrong, he needs to be in the side. But I wonder if they find other avenues to goal when he's not available. Who knows? I'm being a devil's advocate. Let's get back to the game. So a stoppage now in the middle. Maitland will try and resurrect after getting a couple in a row. A beautiful transition of football. Saw Warners Bay get back on that scoreboard. Lazy hand pass there. Riley's come through. High ball. It's a 2-on-2 here. Wellborn went to ground, which is unusual for him. Luckily, his teammate there was up to that challenge, Caden Ritchie. He's drawn the free kick. He's done very well there. Probably not his finest kick, but luckily Captain Newstead's there. He wheels through, threads the needle through traffic, kicks it to the advantage of his teammate leading. He's got 2 to beat. Cavalry's arriving. They need to slow the movement of the ball down, the Saints. Give themselves an opportunity to turn it over. Good contest in the air. Unfortunately, it's nothing but Warners Bay Bulldogs all around the fall of the ball, front and square there. And they've got a target out loose all by themselves. Jackson Kendall hand passes off to Deverill. Deverill's kick, normally quite accurate, finds Wellborn. He's a rangy type defender, isn't he? You can never quite know what he's going to do. That was one of the most interesting passes. I think he thought he had a couple of tags hanging off his shorts.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he must have thought he was on the Oztag field. Yeah, for sure.
Certainly did. Unfortunately, not this time.
Oh, God.
And one for the highlights reel for Zach Munns. On the wing now, off hands. It's going to find the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in here right on the wing. So, yes, of course, Zach Munn's a very successful. I don't know what level he's at. Is he?
No, he's up there.
He's represented the UK. He represented the UK, I think, in Oztag.
How many people in the UK play Oztag?
Not sure, but he's represented them.
Because it's called Oztag, not
UK tag.
Not UC tag.
So the Dogs now with the footy. Betts has been creative in the back line. Sending it long. There's a bit of time now for the Saints to release the footy. That was a creative hand pass.
Yeah, I liked it.
And is that going to stay in play? Needs to be touched. No, it didn't. It was out of bounds on a full anyway. So turnover free kick back to Nelson Bay, to Lawler. Centralises at the Betts. Betts tried to sell Hayden down the river and didn't. Might have copped a late hit there, Betts, but the umpire didn't see it. Wellborn dropped a mark he otherwise would have taken, recovered well, went to Xavier Stewart. Back to Pankhurst to Wellborn. Need to think their way out of it here, Maitland. They quite haven't solved the puzzle. Massive bump there from Deverill. And I think they're going to get out of it. No, they have. That was lucky because Warners Bay played that really well. Hand pass. Almost got Walker in trouble. It's a high ball with no real intent. To ground it went with no wicky. Warners Bay trying to get away. Daniel went past him. Cornford, nice hand pass. It's going to end up back to Cornford. Twist and turned into trouble, out of trouble, and back into it. Gardner picked it up and kicked it long. Munn's playing from behind. Ambio Pedersen tried to break the tackle. Did well, stood up.
He's strong. And
Warners Bay sent it long. I'm pretty sure this is Kendall here. And that might go out. No, it stayed in. Wellborn almost got nasty. Stood up. That was a good bit of play. Yes, I agree, Chop. Joel Ambio Pedersen is a very strong man. He was touted in the top 30 players of his old league in the York Peninsula.
Really?
When he came here. He was ranked inside the top 30 by the local rag, so he's a handy player.
He's got some cred. I'll tell you who else is strong. Charlie Walker here. He got absolutely sandwiched by two players. They both went to ground, and he got through with the hand pass. I quite enjoyed that. Maybe it's Charlie Skywalker who's able to do that. So throw in now. Dangerous spot for the Maitland Saints. Munzilla leads that ruck knock. Gets a fist to it. But the Maitland Saints recover well. Newstead. Hand passes further afield. Running well there. The other Maitland Saints. A flurry of hand passes. And Chapman gets away. Kicks it long. He sort of lumbers into his kick, Chapman. You never know if he's going to get caught or not. But a turnover now at half back for the Bulldogs. They dangerously cross the face of goal. Maitland now got an opportunity. They've created a turnover. Ball in dispute. They've got it now. Wheeling around, kicking towards goal. Didn't quite make the distance. It's going to bounce. Still in play. The ball's alive. A boot got to it, but it's gone over the boundary line now. And exciting stuff there. That was Jed Gaston who nearly got one across, but they've locked it in. And boy, would they be desperate for a goal right now, the Maitland Saints. On paper, they are only 26 points behind. What that means in the grand scheme of things, well, we'll have to wait until the end of the game to see. But they can get goals in a flurry, the Saints. Without their key forward, no big offloader. We've got another ball up here. So the longer it stays down there, the more chance Maitland have of sneaking a six-pointer. Big ruck knock, punch towards goals. Gardner saves the day with a round-the-body kick. Still inside the defensive 50 for the Bulldogs. Munns trying to break through. The umpire says you tried too much. And a free kick now. Going the way of, is that Walker there?
Looks like him.
Yep. I can't tell. He's a chameleon sometimes. He's got a big kick, so he'll put it right in the hot spot. What a kick! Right there. Almost bounced through. They've got a chance here. They've toe-poked one through. Great work. That's Palmer, is it?
Yes.
Well done. He's always good for one or two, Palmer, isn't he? Well done. That was just great, relentless. But how about the kick by Walker?
Massive.
That's exactly where you want it. It beat everybody.
20 points to the margin again. Maitland refused to lie down at home. It's been a very spirited performance from them.
It has.
Excellent performance. Warners Bay they'll keep going.
Devil's advocate, but they've kicked more than half their score in the 10 minutes that Hoffloader's been off. I'll be putting him at full back.
Yeah. Well, he's back on now, Hoffman.
So. Is he?
Yeah, he's back on now. So that's
well,
just about to be thrown in the air. We've got 6 minutes, 45 seconds. He's come on a little bit early. I think it's 15 minutes. Anyhow, that was a very, very strong tackle. There's a little bit on afterwards. It's a lot of duty of care now on players in our competition, in our sport.
And this should be too, Ash.
Yeah, that's right. We want to keep players in the game, and they're here to play a game of footy, not.
Yep, thuggery has no place.
Go to work the next day. Someone's gone down in back player, and I think the umpire didn't see it. No, he obviously didn't, because the mark's been taken there by Collins. Very uncontested too. So Dan Wellborn went down like a sack of spuds right at the point of the square. And Collins got a lot of separation.
Right.
So he's going for what I think is his second goal. And this to take it back out to 26. And every time Maitland bring it back to that 18 to 20 point mark, Warners Bay get a quick reply. It's really hurt the Saints. They'll keep going. So Collins looks like it's going left and it's out of bounds on the full. No, it's touched off hands, says the boundary umpire.
Probably a good result.
Not a bad result. It's probably not the worst. So 5.5 minutes I've got on the clock to go. Half time at Envisage Property Oval. Kalani Vale lead by 8 against Newcastle City. It's a good game there in prospect as Ambier Pedersen tries to get it down. Out of the congestion, Pankhurst. Nice tap forward. Work to do. Lovely bump there by the Saints, and diving out of bounds was Colin Carroll. He gives his heart and soul for this club.
He's gutsy player, isn't he?
And it's a Lassu free kick. I don't think it was last handball by him, but kick's been claimed. Not a bad centering kick. And if you put it in Max Collins' wheelhouse like that, he's going to struggle to drop it.
Shane,
that's a great kick.
He's like an angel, Shane, isn't he?
He
when he sails across.
Especially if he's marking on Cornford to be the shortest versus the tallest almost.
I'm just wondering if that's the term you would use, like angel sailing. I can see why you like him.
Well,
There's no doubt.
He's kicked like a man who's been on the benches for a few weeks, but he's got to hopefully straighten up for this one. He's going to be right in front, about 45 out when he puts the boot on this. He's looking at it now. Little stutter as he comes in, puts it there. What's the goal umpire doing?
Oh.
He's patting his shoulder. That's going to be another behind.
We thought maybe your intervention there might have been the difference, Shane, but it just
enough,
wasn't, mate.
No, he'll get enough. He'll get enough time on the ground between now and the finals to be just exhilarating, Shane.
A player like him, any player coming back after a few weeks off, they need to find a bit of form.
He will validate your fanboy status, I promise you this. As Charlie Walker,
I have no doubt,
brings the ball in, long kick. He's got to use that big boot to good avail. Walter Pankhurst loves to get up high. He looks like he comes down and greets the ground like a long-lost mate, doesn't he, when he comes down? He gets up. He doesn't mind throwing his body around for the cause, Walter Pankhurst, and we love that passion. 9 years of senior football, he tells me today. Seems just like yesterday he was a little teenager running around, but the game goes along so well. So we've got another ball up here. Right on the 50 line. He looks like he's got hobbling there. Still putting his hand up for the ruck, though. That's not his jumping leg, apparently. And he's got the ball now, feverishly trying to break his way through. So he must hear that we're giving him some praise there. Cerniascus deals with him physically, though, in the end, and taps that down, albeit to Riley Newstead. So a fourth stoppage in a minute. Cerniascus is not really moved too much by it. It's like Spider-Man fighting the Hulk. And Cerniascus goes down low for that one, taps it over the back there. He heard a voice, and that voice being Joel Carlo. Another stoppage. We might break a record here with stoppages in a minute. Tap down. Pankhurst, toe poke. You get a free kick there, and I guess that's just relentless. Every time he got up, I think he damaged another limb. He just kept throwing himself into that. He just do or die, isn't it? What's happened now?
Free kick against Munns. Too high on Richie.
Oh, did he? Right, okay. Yep. And a little bit of good sportsmanship there too. I'd expect that from Zach Munns. Good fellow. So Caden Ritchie, the recipient, waiting for something to present. Hand passes out to Walker. He booms. Sends it high. He's got someone further afield. Nudging JAP under it. That was well done. Good use of the body. A little bit under the pump, but they're good enough to get through it, the Bulldogs. Sending it back in the Munns direction. Ritchie foils him at ground level. They've got hold of it now, the Saints. Send it back from whence it came. Just didn't have enough carry on the kick. And the zero-turn Toro lawnmower. Gardner, Tom Gardner, the captain. He gets hold of it. Sends it inboard. Brady McDonald had a number of possessions today. Enjoyed his game immensely. He finds Thomas. We work it from side to side, right? That's not coast to coast. What do we call that? East to west, I guess. And they've done that well to open up the ground a little bit. Looking for something to present further afield. They're doing a lot of thinking their way through it today, the Bulldogs, when time is right. High, big contest. Ball comes to ground level. Maitland Saints feverish to try and get out of their defensive. And all to no avail. Stoppage right here, Ash.
Yeah, not long to go in the quarter. Amberg Pedersen tries to get it down. Deverell shoved to ground. Almost on his 3K's head then, the old head. And another stoppage. Matheson just crashing and bashing through. They try to get it forward. Be devastating to concede a goal late here in this third term as Betts, the outside the 50, chips it around the outside. They don't have a lot of time remaining as Carla has the football. Sends it long for the last effort. Amberg, Peterson and Collins. He was the perfect foil. Was Amberg, Pedersen, and Collins took an uncontested mark right on the siren.
Oh, you just called. You predicted it. He does kind of just have this light aerial kind of flight, doesn't he, when he jumps? I do. I see what you mean by angel, Shane.
I never said angel.
So Collins, we've got the president of the Max Collins fan club behind the camera. Max Collins could not be straighter. 25 out. Got to finish it.
Yes, well
And
done,
he
Maxie.
does. Absolutely does. So that lead at three-quarter time is 27. 9 goals, 10, 65. 9 goals, 11, 65 to 6 goals, 238. Fellas, do you think that might be enough for Warners Bay in the last term?
Ash, do you know what? This game reminds me of, the dog catcher from the pound where they catch the dog, but instead of like carrying it by a lead, they've got that long stick with the noose on the end of it, and it just keeps the dog there, and the dog keeps fighting and barking.
Yep.
That's kind of what the Bulldogs, funny, ironic that they're the Dogs, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what the Dogs, they've gone from dog to dog catcher.
They're just being held off,
Yeah,
aren't
they're
they?
just
all the
holding them
time?
off, and they just can't get close. So I don't think the Maitland Saints will get there, but I think we'll see more of the same.
Well, in the worst tip in the history of my footy tipping career, Nelson Bay 62 are leading Cardiff 9. Half-time, Newcastle City a trail it by 8, and here at Max McMahon Oval, Warners Bay are in front by 27 points. We'll be back for the last quarter of the day after this break.
One to go, and what a game it's been. The Warners Bay Bulldogs have kept the Maitland Saints at bay for 3 quarters, but they keep coming, they keep having a go. Will they be able to turn the tide? That math evades me, but it's a reasonable deficit.
27.
1 to go, and this is match of the round football. Black Diamond Cup. We love our footy in the Hunter Central Coast. Take it away, Ashborg.
So we start this final term. Maitland have got a hill to climb. Next goal will be so important. Riley tried to take it off the ground there for Warners Bay. And we'll have a first stoppage of the final term. Shadows are right over us here and just about over the benches. Haven't really quite gotten onto the field of play yet. It's Newstead just willing his side. Pankhurst, can he do something magical? There's an empty goal square here, you know. How's that bounce? It went left.
Jeepers creepers.
Could have easily gone the other way.
Deserved better, didn't it?
Yes, indeed. So Thomas is going to put this footy in from the goal square for the kickoff. It's a short pass.
In all fairness, there's multiple fractures in that leg of Walter Pankhurst, I think.
It's probably, I'd say he's broken it more times than some people have had hot dinners, as Gagan will take this short ball. They've got to be careful here, Warners Bay. They don't want to concede the first goal because it'll give Maitland a real spark. Streaking away, Thomas. That's a big kick. That's a good 50 to 60. Dropping the mark there, Hoffman, who's in the back line for Maitland. And taking the mark there, Lawler. So Lawler takes off. Sends one back. Hoffman. Oh, no, that wasn't Hoffman there. It was Matheson. Munns tried to run away, was well tackled. And that was really good stuff there from Charlie Walker. Good chase there on Munns. He's hard to stop once he gets in a full flight. Amberg Pedersen went to get it to ground. Matheson's toiled so hard this afternoon in the ruck for Maitland.
Was that Matheson? About the highest he's ever been, not on a ladder.
It's higher than Joe Cocker at the moment, on some of those ruck, Jules. Going there, he's...
I don't know what that means, actually.
As they try to work it there, Walker, lovely shimmy, gets it wide, looking for Palmer, who kicked a nice goal in that third term. McDonald did well, shortened it up. That's a good pass in. And the Dogs try to go again, but it went over the head there of Munns. Into Munns' hands now. He usually can do something creative. That's gone through for no score out of bounds on a full. Corey, first 2.5 minutes, no score for either side.
Ash, if I can be brutally critical, the Bulldogs aren't convincing me today. Not convincing me. They're going to need to do something much more deliberate, much more effective than this if they're going to convince me that they've got a chance to win a premiership here. I think they got it. I think they've got more to give. They just, I don't know, there's something about the urgency, there's something about the quality of their disposal that just looks to me like they could be questionable in the finals. So hopefully they do a lot of work. Anyway, that's all. Still love yous, and no hard feelings, Mark. Congratulations on your bub as the Bulldogs re-enter their forward 50. Oh, that's a tip. I'm giving that with love. I think that's what they need to work on. As the kick across field now, they've got hold of it, the Saints. What can they do here? Try and conjure something up. Cornford hasn't stopped all day. Got a mark now on the wing. The Cornford wing, we're going to call it. And directs one into Walker, who quickly offloads it by hand pass. That's exciting. They've gone sideways and slightly backwards, however. So to what result? Well, they've taken off now. Long kick straight down the line, looking for Newstead. He'll take that. Led to the ball, presented beautifully. Not his best kick. In fact, I'm not too sure it even made contact with his foot. But the Bulldogs now trying to resurrect something through the middle. Munns, hand passes off to Deverell. He's had another great day out. And Max Collins, like an angel, just flies through the air. And it's a beautiful day for it. He's pulled that down. He's got airtime like Jordan when he gets up. He's got an option, though, and he takes it. And rightly so, too. Is that Fergus Lamond? The man with the Hollywood name. Kicks from 25 out, 45 angle. We're going to measure this striking action. Ash Heralds. Has he kicked one yet today, fellas?
Did in the plate.
Yeah, he did in the plate. He's got one.
So, Fergus Lamond. Straight through. There's celebrations underneath it. Goal umpire likes it. Fergus Lamond with wonderful kicking action. Kicks that one and gets his first for the day.
The Scottish Frenchman, I'm going to call him.
The Scottish.
Well, I think Fergus is a bit Scottish. And
the
Lamond sounds a bit French.
Frotsman.
I love it.
The Frotsman.
Well, yeah, there's going to be some changes apparently next week at Warners Bay. Big Dig is listening.
Is
Okay.
he? Is he?
He is listening.
Uh,
He's tuned in.
All right, mate. Look, I'm not playing the devil's advocate there, but I think they're capable. I think
Yep.
their time is now.
And if you're watching and a Nelson Bay fan, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to send myself to the stupid corner, not the naughty corner, the stupid one.
And just please note, I never doubted you.
Stuart. Well, he copped a free kick foul on the ball, then copped a hand to the face there, I think, from Cerny Auskis and got it reversed. That was one of the quickest reversals of all time from an umpire, and it was there. Cornford, just the ball didn't bounce right for him. Newstead trying to extract it out from Riley and Daniel. So about 19 minutes to go. 26 points is the margin as far as we've got it. Gee, that was good from Matheson. He's been really good today. I've really loved his game.
He's had to carry that without Solowej there.
Lawler went forward, good tackle. He's got a foot to that.
He's got a foot to it.
Yeah, he's paid on the ball though, and he's going to have to be careful not to give away 50 here, Kai Lowry.
I thought that was a bit
I agree.
Done by there.
Amberg, Pedersen, short. Is this McDonald or Gardner?
McDonald.
Yeah,
he's close to their best.
like him today.
Yeah.
He's on scene still a watch as he goes over the top to JAP to Riley. Riley, Munns. Oh, he got himself to the front and then put it down. Well played, Walker, who stood tall. Sends it out and hits Ryan Inglis. That's the half back line for Maitland. This next kick's important. It's to a 2-on-1 though. And it's turned over again. Here go the Dogs. Munns versus Hayden. Hayden got the fist. Munns stayed big. Walker put the pressure on. That one goes out of play. And time's running out for the Saints here at home. Warners Bay, yeah, look, I'm going to stick my neck out with 17 and a bit minutes to go and say I think Warners Bay are good.
Yeah, Warners Bay will get home. I think it's gone exactly to the narrative. But look, I think Warners Bay needed a bigger win than this to convince themselves, not anyone else. And that's the biggest thing that needs to have the full buy-in. The side needs to go, we are good enough, we can do this year. And I just don't know if the players' heads are there fully yet. It should be, because they're certainly capable. And now, Maitland Saints going to roll the dice here, get themselves out of danger. Bulldogs need a conversion here. Munns, toe pokes one towards goal. Max Collins gets hold of it gracefully, wheels around. He somehow gets onto his right boot. The bounce could beat everybody. It doesn't. And now Walker gets the ball out of danger. Looking for Cornford. Did it go over inside the 50 or outside the 50? It looks like inside the 50. Cornford's had a good day, hasn't he?
He has. He's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Yep. Absolutely. He's a genuine terrier, isn't he? Harry Cornford. Nice bloke too. Throw in now. Front spot goes to Palmer. Matheson on this occasion. He's a little enthusiastic on that tackle against Deverill. He's been a class act as always. Got an option. Looking for Collins. He's beaten to it this time in the air. Maitland trying to conjure something up. They've drawn a free kick here. Play on quickly. And the umpire will have none of it. So the ball will come back as we tick down into the... We've been going 9 minutes, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I thought 17 had gone. But you meant with 17 to go. I get it now.
So that one's bounced out.
I did that last week too. No, I did that last week. I looked at the time clock for the Newcastle game. Against Warners Bay, it was 50 apiece.
Yeah, that's right. You did too.
It's finished in a minute. There's still 22 minutes to go.
Deverell off the lasso free kick sends it to a really good area. Collins,
Hoffman, great mark.
Nice. And it's no mark.
What?
Not paid.
What do you mean?
Must have come off Collins' hand first. I don't know. Umpire was there. He's made a decision.
He looked to me like he jumped in the way of a Boeing 747 flight path there. It was that high.
Handbag Pedersen. Nice tap down. Hoffman in the Rovers role. Got it to ground. Hawes, dangerous from any position. Got the hand pass back. Corey Deverell, who's been really good today as always. Tries to get it in the area for Ambiag Pedersen. Gets a little bit of space to Collins. Collins round the body.
Oh.
And even the extra from the president of the fan club couldn't get it over the line.
I tried to wheel it over with that push of air.
I think Max Collins has offended the laws of physics because they never seem to bend in his favour, do they?
He just doesn't get luck, does he? On any given day, I reckon he'd kick like 7 to 10 goals if he'd get the luck that he deserves. But Pankhurst sees it over.
Like me trying to get somewhere on time. Nothing works out.
It's like running to a timetable.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good. So boundary thrown here with just over 14 minutes to go. Warners Bay commanding lead. It's enough, I reckon, at this point. But a couple of goals here from Maitland will make it interesting. So go around the corner. At the back there was Gagan. I reckon he's given away the free kick. And Maitland will take it. Got a little bit of a smile on his face. Pleased with his work there in Matt Guy. Needs to take the kick. Pretty sure this is Chapman. So Chapman, 65 out. Matheson trying to create a nuisance of himself. They go over the back of him. That was a good effort. Newstead, nice little turn. Pankhurst. Just didn't really sit for him. Carroll sends it back into the congestion, but it's all Warners Bay back there and an easy mark taken by Lawler. Wasted opportunity.
He needed to launch that, didn't he, Carroll?
Yeah, he did. Gardner's got an absolute paddock here on the far side of Max McMahon. He's had 3 running bounces. Sends it long, and that's a handy grab. Hand pass over top for Munns. He can finish these. He's usually good from these positions. Zach Munns!
Watch him.
Yes! Now that is the Zach Munns we all know and love. What a goal.
Worth the price of admission to see Gardner streaming down there taking those bounces, wasn't it? Wasn't it a great play?
Yeah.
He's just got the... and it was all from Chop. Like you said, should have put his foot through it.
Mate, absolutely. When you're
Turn
there and you're inside that 50 and you're on one step and you know you're going for goal, you just got to load it.
Yep.
You're not trying to steer it through. You just got to... Mate.
Well, one thing I think, Dig, you need to work on for next week is Munsey's celebration there after that goal was very lacklustre.
Yeah.
We expect more from Munsey.
I'm looking forward to getting an explanation on the V. I'm wondering if that will get me into an exclusive nightclub in Warners Bay on a particular night.
Well,
do I get a booth seat? It definitely looked like a V. It must mean something. It must be important.
Maybe maybe it was a little W for the. I don't know.
Yes, well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I find it looked like an interesting. It looked like origami of the hands. So we'll find out soon. Sure enough, as the Maitland Saints trying to conjure something that was high contact all day long, and the Saints will now try and orchestrate something. Charlie Walker's had a good day. Great to see him back in the lineup here. I'm a fan of his work. Kicks long. Seb Thomas, look at him run on. Just a powerful machine he is. Good kick. Finds Gagan. Kendall, sorry. My apologies. It's getting late in the day. So the Bulldogs maintain control on the wing now. They'd realistically like to get a couple more goals here before the day's done, but they won't get it with that forward entry. Hayden's taken the mark. Good weighted kick. Yeah, good mark by Wellborn. Jeez, he gets better as the day goes on.
Yeah, he's good.
He's like plain wine. He's doing very, very well today. He's got a mountain of a workload to do for the side at centre-half back. As Hoffman playing almost like defence, isn't he? Not his finest kick. I think he was trying to draw someone into that space, but no one got the message.
Tell you who's been good for Warners Bay today. Their number one, Cooper Daniel. I think he's been really impressive.
McDonald has been my pick, though. He's got great hair, McDonald, I've got to say. He always has.
Oh, lovely little grab.
Have a look at his hair. It's the neatest hair ever. I don't know how he keeps it like that for a whole game when he gets as many possessions as he does. But I want to know what shampoo he uses.
Hayden on the far side. Collins has got him. Could be holding it. Play on, said the umpire. Real effort there from Hayden Walker. Took a bounce. I don't know really what for, but he just tried to make it steady for himself. Turns the footy over. And it ends up in the hands here, I'm pretty sure, of Deverill. He shoots it across and a fine mark taken. It could be another big setup here for the Dogs as they go across the field to Connolly. He's taken on there really well by Hoffman, who just kept going and going. Look at him go. He's almost like a bull terrier that's just decided to crash the pack. And it's a Lasso free kick. He's got the hand pass out. Connolly will take through.
D9 bulldozer, wasn't it?
Yeah, the old bulldozer.
Oh,
so Bamberg Pedersen overran it. Wellborn taken down. What a shot. That was a big tackle. He stayed down. He's clutching his knee. That's not great. And it was a big tackle by Braith Pavlu. I was almost going to call him Pavlov there for a second. I knew it wasn't. It's Pavlu. Speaking of dogs and Pavlov's dog. So in the ruck they go. Bamberg Pedersen got it to ground. Shrugged the tackle. Gee, strong. Got it out to Deverill via Riley. Cornford put enough pressure on. Riley got it back to Deverill. Bounce wasn't great. Nice effort there by Chapman, who went backwards. Long hand pass there, looking for Ryan English. Tried to go the old tap in between the legs. It's all becoming a little bit too hard here for Maitland in these dying stages. Cornford. Oh, that's nice. Breaking the lines. Pretty sure this is Walker. And he sends it up in the air. It's going to be a good contest. Pankhurst brought it to ground. It was rowed by Inglis. Inglis, not the greatest at kicks. Sits there, though, for Gibbons, who's been fantastic. McDonald, who's had a lot of time and space. Got to get across to Daniel, two of the best players on the ground for the Dogs. Oh, that hand pass was too measured for its own good. Inglis read it like a book. Shot it down the line. McDonald's got the front spot. Did well under the pressure, Brady McDonald. Sends it back inside 50. Oh, nearly grabbing the mark there was Pavlu. I think it might have been. No, it was Kendall. Ball went to ground again, and Thomas is going to be all on his own. He takes a very clean mark, and Warners Bay have navigated and negotiated the storm quite well, fellas, to be honest. I know they may not be at their absolute best today, but you only have to beat what's in front of you, and I think with a 34-point lead, they've done enough. Just for all the people that are viewing today as this kick comes through to Deverill. Zach Munns' celebration is in recognition of Mark Dignam's son.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah, beautiful touch for the Munzilla.
Do we know the Bubba's name?
Oh, it escapes me. I'm sorry. I did see it, but I just don't want to say it wrong, that's all. And the back, this could go off the ground. Umpires paid a free kick to Maitland. There you go, Chop, with Hoffman.
Yep, Hoffman. I love him on the field. He's just a steam engine, isn't he? He just goes at it. So, important part of the makeup. He's been in the defence since he's come back on. So, someone must have heard what I said. So, it's coaching from the commentary box here. As Cerny Askus turns on a dime, keeps the ball alive, trying to bust through some traffic here. They are just toying with the boundary line. Teased it to the point of embarrassment. Kept it alive. Munns turns left, turns right, straightens up, finds a gap, and kicks another one. So a little bit of fancy footwork, and even his boots look like candy.
Tell you what, Mark's little boy Vinny, he's only
a
couple of weeks old, but he would have liked that goal too from Zach Munns. I'm sure the coach did too.
Vindig.
Good finish.
Well,
Vindig. That sounds like a Hollywood movie star's name, doesn't it?
Well, full credit to Cerny Askus there to keep the ball alive. He could have just let that go over the sideline where it was over on by the 50-metre arc there, but he kept that alive, and that allowed Warners Bay to go in deep and for Munns to capitalise on that one. Yep.
It's going to be a comfortable victory here for Warners Bay. Look, when the chips are down and when we analyse the games and, we know that probably they've still got a few to come in, the Dogs, and that But you beat what's in front of you, and a 38-point win away from home in anyone's language is a pretty good win, as Newcastle City are currently in front.
12 on my scoreboard, so I don't know whether I'm
That's
right.
84. Yeah, right. It's a bigger one.
That's what I've got. I don't know what's
on
Play AFL.
Play AFL's 84 to 39. Good. City are in front by 3 points with about 6 minutes to go in the third term.
Wow.
They just grind it out, don't they?
Interesting finish there as Wellborn takes a nice mark. Not too far away here at Max McMahon Oval either. So they bring the ball across.
It becomes a long 5 minutes, doesn't it, when it's at this point. It's a bit of a stalemate in the game. They're comfortably home. Maitland are running out of options, and it's close enough to another. They know their season finishes up after round 18, so just got to get something exciting so they've got something to chat about on the end of season.
Something to hang on to for the pre-season, isn't it? This ball might be a lasso free kick too. That's, I think, 2 or 3 from the boot of Ryland Hoffman in this quarter. As Whittaker will take this one. He looks disappointed, Ryland. He's got to be happy with the way he plays.
Yeah.
I really like how he attacks the game and has a real crack. Gardner.
I know we've been saying it for a few seasons now, but obviously the good times are ahead for Maitland, and they've got the playing group's got to just concentrate and remember that it was always going to be a bit tough year with the change of the facilities and the upgrades and stuff. Exciting, but probably not one that was going to return results. But I think, to keep this group together, watch the area continue to grow, keep developing their youngsters. I'm going to stand by this. I reckon they will win a premiership within 5 seasons. I really do.
Really like this guy's game too, Seb Thomas. Anyone that can keep Ryland Hoffman at 1 goal. As Pankhurst looks for the spectacular, out of bounds on the full. Anyone that can keep a key forward like Ryland Hoffman at 1 goal deserves a fair bit of credit.
He does it most weeks to somebody, doesn't he? He's just unbelievable. The great wall of playing.
Yes.
Isn't he?
So out wide it goes in the last few minutes of this one. Chip across. McDonald to Gardner has been a very preferred method of operation out of the back line today for Warners Bay. So it's gone across. Good effort to mark, and well done. I'm pretty sure it's Walker. No, it's Hayden. Hayden spun out of trouble well and gave it to Wellborn. It was tackled there by Deverell and Pavlu. Wellborn spun out of that one too. He's tried to get it out. Warners Bay's pressure, and this is what's been great from them today. They just are relentless without the ball. Great shepherd there from Pavlu, but he bumped his opponent straight into his teammate. He's given away the free kick anyway, so the Dogs will retain possession. It's been, I won't say it's been a dominating performance, but it's been one that's going to do the job. Hamburg Pedersen's been a handy player today too. Going to ground, that was Carl. I hope he's okay. It was a pretty awkward landing. Clearing it to the near side of the ground here for the commentary box is Cornford, who tries his guts out all afternoon. Always does for the Saints. Kick was pretty good. Chapman just dropped it. Play on, said the umpire. Ends up in the hands of Gibbons and Deverell. He's going to just try and find the avenue out as it's cleared away. Corey, take it away for the last little bit, mate.
Thank you, Ash. And Wellborn, I've enjoyed his game today. I think he's really important to the Maitland Saints. 2 minutes to go before we're done. We're at that grinding part of the game. We just grind out these final 2 minutes. Result is beyond doubt. The Maitland Saints don't want any more goals kicked and no more blowouts. Warners Bay would be very happy to have a couple more. Pankhurst flies on the wing. Just a pack of Bulldogs behind it though. And they pass it round, launch it forward again. Looking for Munns. He's foiled. Player in front of him, spoiling the day. Still on his feet though, but I think the boundary line may have been found. Or
I
is it
think
a
a
free
player
kick?
took the legs. Dog player took the legs, yeah.
Took the legs. So, Maitland Saints. Is that Walker again? He's had a fine day today. I think that was him. He's had a great day. Whether it was him or not, he's had a good day for the Saints. I think Brady McDonald would be best on my choice for best on ground. So if you guys agree.
I'm comfortable with that.
Who was that, sorry?
Brady McDonald. Could you just ask him what hair product he uses for me? Thank you, because I'm a big fan. Does not move at all. They might get one more now, the Bulldogs. And they do indeed. Outstanding work. Who was that who kicked that? Was that?
We'll see if we can see it on the replay. It was hard to tell. It was good intercept, though.
I think. Sorry, I was thinking about Brady McDonald's hair as that was kicked, which is not very professional.
28. Number 28.
Carla.
Yes,
Carla, my friend.
Well today, Carla.
Okay.
Yes. So, nice little finish there for Carla as we get down to the final 10 seconds. We barely have time for a bounce, I would think. And that's it. All over. The Warners Bay Bulldogs have kept it to the narrative, winning by 61 points, 13-12-90, 6-3. It's a healthy scoreline in the end. However, I still feel there's a few areas that they could fine-tune before the finals. But they are going to be worthy combatants come the final 6 at the end of the season, the business end. The Warners Bay Bulldogs keep charging on, looking for that final top 4 side spot as we head into September. For the Maitland Saints, well, a little bit closer to the end of the season for them, but still enough to be excited about for next year. That's it. I don't really know. I don't really have much else to say.
No, not much else.
I'm done with that.
No, not much else. Thanks again, Chop. And Brady McDonald will be our scene steal this week. I'll go and have a chat to him, see if we can get him on the potty.
Let's upgrade him to a quarter pounder.
Yeah, why not?
He's better than a cheeseburger. He's a quarter pounder.
Nelson Bay, in the dumbest tip of all time, has defeated Cardiff by 12 goals. Maitland and Warners Bay, we've got the result. Not sure about Wyong Lakes and Terrigal Avoca. And at three-quarter time at Envisage Property Oval, Newcastle City 59 are in front of Colony Vale 45. It's been a really nice day here at Max McMahon Oval. Great ground to be at. Wonderful place to call from. Hope everyone has a wonderful remainder of the weekend. From Corey and Shane, myself, Ashley Borg, thank you for tuning with us on the scene. We'll see you all next week for round number 16 of the AFL Hunter Central Coast. See you then.